This is the first episode of a new series I just thought of like 40 seconds ago called Airport Travel Tech Reviews with Brett, where I review some of my favorite travel tech accessories from an airport. This is going to be super quick because the device is really simple, but I literally will not travel without this thing. I reach for it before I reach for my passport. Clip up the mic here so I have two hands to show you. So it's a battery bank, which on its own isn't that exciting, but here's the trick. It's a MagSafe charger, so it magnets on the back of your phone and your phone will automatically start charging. I know this sounds like a little thing, but especially when you're traveling, not having to have like a wire running between your pockets and stuff, and this is 10,000 milliamps, so you get like 2 extra phone charges. You go on like a 2 or 3 day trip and not even have to bring a charger, and your phone's always gonna be topped off, and this is still like super slim and it'll fit in your pocket. You don't even have to think about it. It just like adds a bunch of power to your phone, and it's not like built into a case or anything, so you can separate it off when you don't need it. Your phone's really slim. It's just so great. You don't like lose any functionality from another power bank. It still has a USB port and a USB-C port, so you can charge other things off it. This thing is the best. Actually, don't just use this while traveling. I also use a smaller one of these when I'm at home, so if I need to top my phone up near the end of the day, I don't need to like keep my phone plugged into the wall. I just grab the smaller, more slim one, 5,000 milliamp hours, and just magnet it on my phone so I can kind of putter around the house and then charge my phone when I go to bed. If you don't have one of these, your quality of life while traveling is generally going to be lower. I'd highly recommend you get one. I'll link to them on Amazon in my bio, both the 10,000 milliamp hour larger one and the 5,000 milliamp hour smaller one. Trust me on this one, this is like the holy grail of travel tech. Thanks for watching Airport Tech Reviews.
So I've been into 3D printing for a very long time now. So when I say that this is by far my favorite thing I've ever 3D printed by a long shot, that really means something. Let me show you this thing because I love it so freaking much. So on the surface, this thing's very simple and doesn't seem that exciting. It's a dock for your iPhone and a dock for your AirPods. That's it. But it is so perfectly designed to where every time you interact with it, it just feels so natural and it just looks incredible. I'm gonna show you around this thing and how it works, but first, credit where credit is due. This was designed by a fellow creator named Scotty Ujuan. He's an incredibly talented creator. If you like my content, you will absolutely love his. He has some of the best editing in the game. He does a bunch of 3D printing stuff, so a bunch of design stuff. He designed this with actually one of my favorite electronic artists named Overwork, which is the weirdest collab. So the design is super simple. It prints in one piece in your printer. It just comes out like this. Then there's a slot for a MagSafe charger, and you just run the cables through the hole. And then there's also a slot on the top for an Apple Watch charger that will charge the AirPods. And that's it functionally. Once you got it all set up, this is where the magic happens. So it utilizes the iPhone standby mode. If you don't know what that is, basically when it's charging, you could show these really lovely little widgets here, and it's meant to kind of sit either on your bedside table, or I keep mine under my monitor here. These you just have like clock and the weather, but you could change them. Sometimes I have like smart home control and all my device charging statuses. Then on the top, this part's so satisfying. There's this little slope, and the AirPods kind of just find their spot with the magnet on the watch. You just kind of have to softly place them and they kind of just sit right in there. Now you might see this and think, how do you get your phone out of there? You can't really go on the lip. It looks so seamless, but you can't get your phone out. And this is the best part. There's a little pusher here that you push down on with your hand. You just reach over top, your fingers fit exactly where they want to be. You push that down and your phone ejects. And like, it's literally right there for you to grab. It is the most organic feeling and it is so satisfying. And the design is just so simple too. You'll see here how the pusher works. The phone just pushes this bar up. It sits flush with the case when the phone's in there, and then when you push it, it pushes the phone out. And of course, on top of that, I just think it looks so dang good. I keep mine under my monitor here, but I also have one on my bedside. I just think it is the perfect mix of form and function. Really fits minimal setups well, and I love it so much. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys because I love it so much. I'd highly recommend checking out Scott's video on the design process and potentially printing one for yourself because I love this thing. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.